BalconyTV.
Grüezi miteinander and welcome to Balcony TV Zurich today with the Swiss band, singer-songwriter band My Cup of Tea. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
So maybe Denise, what song are we going to hear from you?
We're going to play Storm from our new
Storm.
album.
Okay, so take it away.
Thank you. Where did you go? Where are you hiding? I've lost sight. I got off the track. A storm is coming up and I see no shelter. I feel so lost. I don't know the way. It is hard to remember the time that we shared together. A storm is coming up and I'm caught in the middle. I'm far from you. Every storm finds its end. Everything's coming down. Don't let it break you. Every storm finds its end. Go out and find new words to your story. Now I am here, alone and empty. No sign of you. I feel deaf and blind. A storm is coming up. The wind is taking me, drifting away. Every storm finds its end. Everything's coming down. Don't let it break you. Every storm finds its end. Go out and find new words to your story. Every storm finds its end. Everything's coming down. Don't let it break you. Every storm finds its end. Go out and find new words to your story. Every storm finds its end. Everything's coming down. Don't let it break you. Every storm finds its end. Go out and find new words to your story. The storm is gone now. The sea is silent. The sun's come back. I'm without you.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm gonna steal Nadia's microphone. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So I really liked that part where you were singing a cappella. With it, for me, it seemed like you were telling a story somehow. Was that idea?
Yes, that was the idea of the song. Well, during the verse, it's like kind of a sad thing, you know. It's about a loss. You lost someone, or someone's dead. Someone has left you, and then it comes to the chorus, and there is like, hey, you just make the most of it, and you've got to look forward and take the best things you had with you, and make the most of it. And yes, go on, find a new word, a new way for your story, kind of. Yes. Yeah.
Well, you did that very well too. It's like you were addressing the people in that part. Yeah. And this is a song from your new album, also called Storm. what you also just released. It was really nice party, I heard. What inspired you for that album, for Storm?
Well, it's mostly stories about our lives. It's like things that we that happens in our in our life, and we just write these things down, and it ends up to songs like Storm, and it's all stories really. Yeah.
And they are not that wild as we would expect from Storm.
No, not at all. It's like, Storm, you might imagine like a metal band or something like that. We're not at all like this, well, as you can see in here. And it's more an emotional thing, more an emotional storm. And most of the songs are a bit like this. That's why we chose that song for the title for the album. Yeah.
And emotional storms can be very wild as well, as we all know. So then, maybe Christian, I was wondering about your box. It's very original. Do you always use that, or is it just for Balcony TV?
No, I always use it.
Really?
Yeah, it's the card box I use since the drummer left the band, and so I took place.
You had to improvise.
Yeah.
Well, I think it fits very well. It gives like a smoother
Sound,
a smoother sound. Cool. You've been together for quite a long time, or you also changed members, right? But yeah, My Cup of Tea. I was wondering about the name. I mean, what the heck? Why My Cup of Tea? I think you're wondering as well. So
Yeah. Well, we started as TBA, and
to be announced.
yes, exactly. And when you go into a festival or something, you've got the program, and at the beginning there's usually a lot of space where it just says TBA. So we found it quite kind of a joke. Yes, let's call us TBA. But then sooner or later it led to misunderstandings and confusion, because people thought, well, you're playing at the St. Galler opener, and we was, no, it's not us. We would like to, but no. And so we thought, well, it's time for a new name. Well, yeah, and it's not really easy to find a new name. And then, well, especially Nadia and me, we are tea drinkers, because in our band room it's really cold, and it's not really the place for having a drink, because it's just not the atmosphere for it. So we ended up thinking My Cup of Tea, and that's the proverb. It's not my cup of tea. And we thought, well, our music, if you imagine sitting at home on a sofa, nice and cozy, having a cup of tea, listening to our music, to our new album, great. So, yeah.
Awesome story. And you're definitely my cup of tea.
Thank you.
If they're also your cup of tea, then you'll find them online. Maybe Nadia, where?
www.mycupoftea.ch.
Seha. You'll see it here, so you can check it. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. And see you next time.
BalconyTV.